The organization gives us a voice. The organization gives us a safe haven, a place where we can think together, where we can work together, where we can collaborate across lines to try to figure out how are we going to get the message out that we can stop these things. We can begin by beginning. We can actually make a difference by getting together, and the organization gives us that message point.
One way that we create safe spaces for women in our communities is when the entire community comes together and says that it won't tolerate disrespect, put down of women. So that regardless of where you're living or where you're working, when the beliefs, attitudes, and actions are uniform and they say, this is not a community where women will be violated in any way, that's what'll make the difference.
Oftentimes men that are really good men may be around others that are saying and doing things and just walk away and think that it's harmless. When in fact, men should stand up and say, you know what you said there wasn't right, and what you said there, or what you did there was unfair. And really take an active role in trying to change people's perspectives.
We should all aspire to live in a peaceful and quiet and harmonious world, and we have to attack these problems one by one, and that means bringing men together who understand that violence against women is not acceptable, and I'm honored to do it, and I know everyone who is here is happy to be a part of it and honored to be here honoring Natasha and George and helping them in their cause.
Nonviolent men have to be the voice that raises up, because we have an equal voice with the women, but that will hopefully cause the gentlemen that don't quite get it to get on board and change their behavior.
At Men Stopping Violence, it's our belief that to end gender-based violence, you have to end all forms of oppression. So to stop violence against women, you have to address racism, classism, heterosexism, because all of those forms of oppression reinforce each other. So to stop one, you have to stop them all.
So actually it is all related, and certainly me as an African American, I have certain sensitivity to the fact that there's certainly challenges for me that certainly my white counterparts don't necessarily see or feel. And so it makes me certainly much more sensitive, and I think much more aware of the fact that there are issues that women face as well that as a man I may not be sensitive to.
My hope for a solution is bigger than me. I would love to give you an answer and tell you exactly what's going to make it all better and what's going to go away, what's going to make it go away, but I can't do that. But I can be part of the solution, and I can be one tiny little cog in the wheel, and it's an honor to do that, and it's something that I will step up and do whenever I'm asked. I'm glad to support a cause like Men Stopping Violence. I'm glad to call someone like George a friend, and I hope by my involvement and George's involvement and the involvement of everyone here, I hope that other people see that and realize that it's something they need to be aware of.
You know, I'm the proud father of two beautiful daughters, and I've been involved for many, many years thinking about how my daughters were going to be treated, not only in the workplace, but just in school, in their safe life. And I think that when you are faced with raising children, you start to really get a grasp of, wow, you know, how are people treated? And so nonviolent men need to band together to try to make change.
Well, obviously I think what personalizes it for me is the fact that I have two daughters, and I'm actually co-parenting those two daughters and a son. And so I spend a tremendous amount of time with them just one-on-one, and have developed a relationship with them that's very special because they're teenagers. And I'm starting to understand that there are different perspectives in terms of men and women and how they are perceived and some of the challenges that they will have in life, challenges that I actually didn't have. And so what the work that I do is, and what I'm very interested in, is trying to level the playing field for them and give them as many opportunities as possible. And I've been really fortunate to have the opportunity to get to know the organization Men Stopping Violence. And not just the work that it's probably best known for, but probably other programs that it has as well about educating men. And one in particular is called Because We Have Daughters. and that's one that I've been real excited about and had the opportunity to participate in. And it's really unique because most dads, and ultimately most men, really have no clue about what it's like to walk in a woman's shoes. And you have different ideas and thoughts and oftentimes misperceptions, but in reality, there are challenges that society creates and challenges that men create. And so ultimately, when you go back to what Men Stopping Violence is about, it's about men becoming part of the solution to stopping violence.
When women can really move as free agents in the world, be completely who they want to be, we're going to really want to be with them. And when we break out of our own gender-based restrictions and rigid roles and get to be fully who we can be, women are going to really want to be with us. So there's a lot more room for us to be whole in relationship when we end violence against women.